Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and the Houston Rockets have beat the Washington Wizards in the final game of the season, 114 to 109. This was it was a hell of a year, and not in a good way, not at all. We, personally, in my opinion, I don't know if I think we might have had more wins last year. I could be wrong, but I do think this team improved from what they were last year. Last year, in my opinion, besides Jalen Green, I don't think the Rockets had an identity. Do I think we still haven't? Do we have an identity now? No. Do I think we will next year? Yes. With a new head coach coming in, new really top three prospect should be top three prospect, a bunch of cap space, looking to add in veterans and free agency. I think that the Rockets will be a different squad next season, especially with now the official firing of Steven Silas. But what I am saying is I think this team, they didn't win as much as ball games as they did the year before, but I think they played some better basketball at times than they did last year. And it was rough most of the year, but I think they have a nice young team, and their guys get a little older next year. Jalen, Alp, and Usman go into their third seasons. Tari Jabari and Ty go into their second seasons. Jay Sean, if he's even still in the Rockets, Jay Sean and KJ go into their fourth seasons. Josh also goes in his third season. I forgot about Josh for a second. So these young guys are getting more experienced as the years go by, and I think that this Rockets team next year with a new head coach, a new top player in the draft, cap space, and some other moves expected to be made, I think the Rockets could be a different team next year. Do I think we'll be top 10 in the West, make it to the play-in? Possibly, just depending on what these moves are. But if you add in the right head coach, you get the either Scoot Henderson or Victor Wembanyama. You add in some nice players with your heavy cap space and free agency. I think the Rockets could be a nice squad next season. Let's get into the game, though, today. The Rockets win 114 to 109. Rockets end the season on a 3-game winning streak, and yeah, so good there. Jabari Smith Jr. had 20 points, 16 for Tari Eason, 12 for KJ Martin, 12 for Sengun, 13 for Josh Christopher, 14 for Jalen Green, 10 for Boban, 8 for Ty Washington, 7 for Frank Kaminsky. I will say one thing with the Rockets, and I know some Rockets fans are going to want to hear this, but one thing I will miss for the Rockets this season is all the love and attention that the Rockets and the NBA, because you got to remember, the Rockets would be on road games, and he'd check in, and he'd still get a lot of love. Boban, I mean, everybody loves him. He's such a cool guy, and it is pretty much guaranteed he's not going to re-sign with the Rockets next season. So, love the year Boban spent here. Always didn't play that much, but always did. Always when he came in, you always heard Houston be so happy and that he was in the game. Even we could be on the road and Boban would get a bunch of cheers. But yeah, he's one of those guys like him, and there's other guys like Curry that it's like he's not as good as Curry, but Boban is such a loved guy to the point where when he comes in, their other fans are cheering for him. But it's gonna be it's not gonna affect this team, but I think it's gonna affect the fans a tiny bit. I think the fans will get over it because I think the Rockets will have a decent team next season. But I think all the love that Boban got here will be a little miss for the Rockets. But yeah, let's go over the Wizards scoring real quick. So Goodwin led them in scoring with 22, 19 for Jackson off the bench, 10 for Cooks, 18 for Corey Kispert. A couple of these guys are, G League guys, but Jordan Davis had 13, and then 8 for Anthony Gill, 12 for Kendrick Nunn. They only played 8 players today. Taj Gibson did not play in this game. That's a little surprising because that could have very well been his last. He could definitely be retiring. That would have been his last chance to check in the NBA possibly. Daniel Gafford, Delon Wright, and Taj Gibson's were DMPs. They were just looking to play their young players today. As Isaiah Todd had 7 points. So yeah, only 8 players in the rotation for the Wizards, but the Rockets tried to play a lot of everybody. The Rockets played 6 players off the bench, 5 starters, no KPJ, no Jay Sean. The Rockets were trying to play everybody today, but Willie Cauley-Stein, DJ Augustine, Trevor Hudgens, and Darius Days did not touch the floor. But Willie Cauley-Stein signed a 1-year deal today, so we'll see how that goes. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoy them. Your thoughts. Here's a question. I want everybody to enter this in the comment section. Give me your favorite moment from the Rocket season from the 82 games. I gotta say I'm not sad that the season's over. This has been a hot mess, but I am very excited for what is to come for this Rockets team, and it's gonna start very soon with this head coaching search. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed them. Your thoughts, and peace out. Go Rockets.